Picture this. You're scrolling through LinkedIn. You see the perfect remote job. $6,000 a month, work from home, no commute, flexible hours. You apply. Within hours, you get a response. They love your resume. They want to hire you immediately. They send you a welcome package, a $4,000 check to buy equipment from their preferred vendor. You deposit it. The bank says the funds are available. You're thrilled. You buy the equipment. You start your new job. 2 weeks later, the check bounces. The bank reverses the deposit. Your account goes negative. You call the vendor, disconnected. You email the employer, no response. And the bank tells you, we owe you the full amount. Now you're thinking, how is this legal? The bank said the funds were available. Here's the truth that scammers are counting on you not knowing. Under federal law, banks are required to make your money available fast. But available does not mean cleared. Verifying a check can take weeks. Scammers exploit that gap. And this isn't rare. Job scams went from $90 million in losses in 2020 to over $501 million in 2024. That's a 450% increase in just 4 years. In the first half of 2024 alone, job scams cost victims over $220 million. So here's what we're covering today. The text-only interview trap, the preferred vendor lie, the 3 red flags that expose every single job scam, and why the bank's available number is the biggest lie you've never been told. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at a too good to be true job offer the same way again. And you'll know exactly what to say when they send you that check. Now, here's the part that makes victims furious. When the check bounces, the bank doesn't absorb the loss. You do. They reverse the deposit. They charge you overdraft fees. And if you can't pay, they close your account and send you to collections. So if the bank gives you the money and then takes it back, who's really protected here? The answer is going to make you angry, because it's not you. Who's protected? The bank, the scammer, everyone but you. When that check bounces, the bank reverses the deposit. They charge you overdraft fees. They close your account. They send you to collections. And the scammer? They're already gone with your money. Now, you might think this is rare. It's not. It's an epidemic. Job scams went from $90 million in losses in 2020 to over $501 million in 2024. That's a 450% increase in just 4 years. In the first half of 2024 alone, job scams cost victims over $220 million. Here's the part that shocks most people. You think job scams target the desperate and uneducated. They don't. They target everyone. Lawyers, teachers, IT professionals, recent grads, anyone looking for remote work. Picture a single mom in Ohio. She needs a second income. She finds a remote data entry job, $70 an hour. She's thrilled. The recruiter interviews her over WhatsApp. She gets the job. The check arrives. She deposits it. 2 weeks later, she's $4,000 in debt and her bank account is frozen. Why is this exploding? Because scammers are getting smarter. They create fake company pages on LinkedIn and Indeed. They steal real company logos. They post jobs that match real openings. And when you apply, they move you to WhatsApp or Telegram immediately, because that's where they can control the narrative. So if they refuse to get on a video call, that's your first warning. But there's an even bigger red flag coming. It's the one that separates the real employers from the scammers, and it involves a check. Here's the second red flag, the one that separates real employers from scammers. They send you a check. They say, buy your equipment from our preferred vendor. You can't use Amazon. It has to be this specific company to ensure compatibility and warranty compliance. That preferred vendor is fake and owned by the scammer. You enter your credit card. You place the order. You're wiring money to a criminal. Picture yourself on that vendor's website. You're excited. You're setting up your home office. You enter your credit card information. You think you're starting your dream job. You're actually wiring money to a criminal. Here's where the time pressure comes in. They tell you, you must buy within 24 hours to start training on Monday. They know the check hasn't fully cleared yet. They're racing against the clock. They need you to spend the money before the bank realizes the check is fake. 2 weeks later, the check bounces. The bank reverses the deposit. Your account goes negative. You call the vendor, disconnected. You email the employer, no response. You're left with negative $4,000 in your account, no equipment, no job, and a bank demanding repayment. The shame is almost worse than the money. You feel stupid. You feel embarrassed. You don't want to tell anyone. That's why so many victims never report it. They just absorb the loss and move on. And the scammers know this. That's how they keep getting away with it. So you sent the check. You deposited it. You bought the equipment. The money is gone. What do you do now? The answer might surprise you, because there's one thing you can do, and you need to do it immediately. Here's what you do if you've already deposited the check. Call your bank now. Say, I deposited a fake check. Freeze everything. Don't wait. Every minute counts. Then report it to the FTC at reportfraud.gov. And if you sent money to the scammer, call the financial institution that received it. Sometimes they can stop or reverse the transfer. But here's the hard truth. The faster you act, the better your chances. But more importantly, you need to know the red flags so this never happens again. Here's your cheat sheet. 3 things to watch for. Red flag number 1 is the text-only interview. Real employers want to see your face. They want to hear your voice. If they refuse to get on a video or phone call, walk away. Red flag number 2 is the check. No legitimate employer will ever send you a check to deposit into your personal bank account. Ever. For any reason. Not for equipment, not for training, not for a signing bonus. If they do, it's a scam. Red flag number 3 is the pressure. Decide today. Buy within 24 hours. Start training tomorrow. Scammers use speed to bypass your logic. They don't want you to think. Real employers will give you time to make decisions. Here's the golden rule. Memorize it. Honest employers will never ask you to pay to get a job. Anyone who does is a scammer. Never pay to get paid. Never deposit a check from someone you don't know. If it feels wrong, it probably is. So now you know the red flags, but there's one more thing you need to understand. The legal loophole that makes all of this possible, and it's going to make you furious. Here's the legal loophole that makes all of this possible. Under the Expedited Funds Availability Act, banks are required to make your money available quickly, usually within 1 to 2 business days. That $275 minimum, that's the law. But here's what they didn't tell you. The law doesn't protect you. It protects the bank and the scammer. The bank can reverse the deposit when the check bounces. The scammer is already gone with your money, and you're left holding the bill. Picture this. 2 weeks after you deposited that check, your phone rings. It's your bank. They say, "We're calling to inform you that the check you deposited was fraudulent. We've reversed the deposit. Your account is now negative $4,000. You are responsible for repaying the full amount. You didn't commit a crime. You were the victim, but you're the one paying." The system isn't broken. It's working exactly as designed for the banks and the scammers. You're just not part of that design. But you know the truth now. So here's your final checklist. Memorize it. Number 1, never deposit a check from someone you don't know. Not for a job, not for a purchase, not for any reason. Number 2, always do a video interview. If they refuse, walk away. Number 3, never send money to a preferred vendor. Real employers provide equipment. They don't make you buy it. Number 4, report it immediately. Call your bank, then report to the FTC. Number 5, share this because the scammers are counting on you not knowing. Don't let them win. Picture yourself next time you see a too good to be true job offer. You pause, you check for the red flags, you demand a video interview. They refuse, you walk away. You save yourself thousands, you protected your bank account, and you feel powerful. You now know the scam, you know the red flags, you know the legal loophole, but there are millions of job seekers who don't. So the question isn't if you'll get targeted, it's whether you'll be the one to warn someone else before they lose everything.